Hi, and welcome to part 2 of putting this rosette together. Have you ever had one of those days where absolutely everything that can go wrong goes wrong? Well, you know, I found my router bits. I did that in part 1. Now I've lost my bench dogs. Those are the little brass pieces about this big that go in these holes right here. And I use those for putting in the shell around the sound hole. It's really been a nightmare, this sound hole, which is actually a piece of cake. If you look at it, it's not hard to do, but for some reason it's given me trouble. So I'll show you some of that in just a moment. So let's spin that intro and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Now what I have done is I have actually put the shell into the top of the guitar. I've got the purflings running around it. I have yet to sand down the shell, and I have yet to cut it out. You'll see a picture. I can picture here of showing what it looks like when it's done. And then here's the way it looks now at this point. So the shell is in and around here. It's a little raised here, which has me worried that it's going to take off too much when I sand it. I'm almost at the bare minimum of what I can take off, so I need to be very careful running this through the sander just to take a little of this off, and then I'll do that more of that by hand. I've also put the outline of the top of the guitar so that we're going to go to the saw in just a moment and cut that. And I also checked it against this by taking this down and actually setting it on top here just to make sure that it's going to fit and that I'm lined up properly, and I am. So what happens at this point is we head over to the bandsaw, and I will cut this, and you'll see me do that in just a moment, and then I will get the sander out and sand this down and show you what that looks like. So there we go. Well, let me tell you where we got to. We've run this thing through the deflection test, and I can actually see the green through here. It's thin enough that if I hold it up, I can actually see my hand through the other side. Sometimes people refer to that as candling, but it's maybe a little thin. The other thing that happened on this particular case is, if you can see this, I'm not sure you can, right in here it took out the purfling. This little 20,000ths of an inch by maybe a 1/16 of an inch, it just didn't seem to work, and it came out. So I've got to come up with a fix for that, but I think I know what to do with that. We'll do the shell, and we'll get the shell in there and run it around, and then I can put it in with the shell and then glue it in, and then we're going to sand that all down. So that'll be all good. I can fix that. I suggested earlier on about a podcast, and I am serious about that. I've had a lot of people read and comment on the things I've been writing in the community section right at the top of the page there. So I don't know if you have to subscribe in order to see that or not, but either way, do subscribe and do hit the bell and give me a thumbs up if that's good for you, and pass this on to somebody. What do you say we call it a day? And I will just end it right there, and we'll see you in the next video. If you have any questions, don't forget to send them in. There are links down below, and there's Instagram down below. Follow me on Instagram. I do put up pictures there. And I am going to have my keto cookie and my English breakfast tea decaf, because I can, and it's so good. Why would you want to drink coffee when you could have English breakfast decaf? I'll never understand that, because this is really the superior drink of all time. Do get yourself a brew, try it, and if you don't like it, send me a note and let me know, because I'm hanging in with the English breakfast. Thanks, friends. Bye for now.